Buckle up because we've got some spicy drama straight from the world of boxing, and you won't believe the tension that unfolded on live TV. So what's the deal, you ask? Well, let me break it down for you. In the left corner, we've got the legendary Bernard Hopkins, a man who's made waves both inside and outside the ring. And in the right corner, none other than Bill Haney, the father and trainer of WBC super lightweight champion Devin Haney. Now you might be thinking, what's the fuss all about? Well, get ready for the juiciest details, because we're about to spill the tea. So picture this. It's just another day in the boxing world, and everyone's hyped up after watching Virgil Ortiz Jr. take on Frederick Lawson at the Golden Boy show. But little did they know that the real showdown was about to happen outside the ring. You heard that right. Bernard Hopkins, the man known for his fiery temperament, was on the brink of a physical confrontation with none other than Bill Haney. And let me tell you, things got heated real fast. It all went down right after the Golden Boy show. The tension in the air was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. Hopkins, never one to shy away from controversy, approached Bill Haney in a confrontational manner. I mean, can you believe it? The audacity. Hopkins, with that trademark brashness of his, made a statement that set the stage for the Near Brawl. He goes, "You think you've seen it all in boxing, but you haven't seen anything yet. I mean, talk about dropping bombs, right? But Bill Haney, he ain't no pushover." He stood his ground and let Hopkins know that they're fighters both inside and outside the ring. With unwavering determination, Bill retorted, "In this ring and outside, we fight our own battles. You don't scare us, Bernard. You've got to respect that kind of grit." Now, you might be wondering what led to this explosive encounter, right? Well, hold on to your seats, because here comes the twist. It seems this whole thing could be connected to some high-stakes negotiations and rivalries in the boxing world. You know how these things go. It's like a soap opera on steroids. The incident escalated faster than a knockout punch. Hopkins made a move that looked like the start of an all-out brawl, and that's when security jumped in to save the day. I mean, can you imagine these two boxing legends going at it? It would have been a spectacle for the ages. But here's the kicker, folks. The details surrounding the root cause of this near clash are still shrouded in mystery. The boxing community is buzzing with speculations, and the rumor mill is working overtime. It's like a plot twist in a movie you never saw coming. So, what does this all mean for the future of boxing? Well, one thing's for sure, the drama doesn't stop at the final bell. The world of boxing is like a roller coaster ride, full of ups and downs, and this incident is just another loop in the track. As fans and insiders alike try to wrap their heads around what happened, they're left with more questions than answers. How will this affect future negotiations and relationships in the sport? It's anyone's guess at this point. But remember, folks, in the world of boxing, nothing is ever as it seems. So keep your eyes glued to the ring and your ear to the ground, because you never know when the next shocking twist in this saga will drop. Until then, stay tuned and peace out. Okay, let's take a step back and set the record straight. After some thorough research, it turns out there might be a bit of confusion regarding the incident involving Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father. So what's the real deal, you ask? Well, let me break it down for you, clear as day. First things first, there's no evidence to support the claim that Bernard Hopkins physically pushed Bill Haney. Instead, it appears that this whole ordeal was more about words than fists. So what actually happened? Bernard Hopkins, who's a partner at Golden Boy Promotions, had some things to say about the negotiations between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. He didn't exactly paint it as the fight of the century. In fact, he kind of shrugged it off as a bit of a soap opera. Can you believe it? Hopkins seemed unsure about the outcome of the potential fight, basically saying it wasn't a must-see event and could go either way. Now that's a far cry from the fiery showdown we initially thought went down. So what about this heated exchange between Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney? Well, it did happen, but it was more of a verbal clash than a physical one. The confrontation went down at an event where both Hopkins and Bill Haney were present. Hopkins suggested they have a private chat, which led to some back and forth banter. Bill Haney, though, wasn't having any of it. He called out Hopkins for losing touch with reality and not supporting young fighters like his son, Devin Haney. Bill Haney proudly emphasized his son's accomplishments and put Hopkins in his place, pointing out the vast differences in their paths and achievements at similar ages. It was a verbal battle of wits more than anything else. So there you have it, folks. The confrontation between Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney wasn't quite the brawl we thought it was. It was more about strong words and differences in opinion regarding Devin Haney's career and the potential fight with Ryan Garcia. The narrative of a physical altercation just doesn't match up with the information we've gathered from reliable sources. Sometimes in the world of boxing, stories can get a little twisted, but the truth always finds its way to the surface. Now let's dig a bit deeper into the background of this whole situation. It's not just about a heated exchange, there's more to the story. The world of boxing is no stranger to rivalries and negotiations, often driven by big names and bigger egos. In this case, the drama seems to revolve around the potential bout between Ryan Garcia, represented by Golden Boy Promotions, and Devin Haney. The negotiations for this fight had been heating up, with both fighters and their teams engaged in discussions. Boxing fans were eagerly anticipating the clash between these two young talents. But just when it seemed like the match was all set, it took a dramatic turn. Ryan Garcia, who had been in talks to face Devin Haney, suddenly switched gears and decided to fight Rolando Raleigh Romero instead. This abrupt change left many scratching their heads and wondering what had caused the shift. Now, we can't say for sure that this unexpected decision by Ryan Garcia played a direct role in the confrontation between Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney, but it certainly adds another layer of intrigue to the whole situation. It's like a chess game where the pieces are in constant motion, and one move can change the entire landscape. The boxing world is full of surprises, and this incident is just another example of how things can take an unexpected turn. As the dust settles and the boxing community processes what happened, it's essential to remember that these fighters and their teams are more than just competitors. They're individuals with their own aspirations, dreams, and, yes, the occasional clash of egos. So what does the future hold for Devin Haney, Bill Haney, and Bernard Hopkins? Well, your guess is as good as mine. The world of boxing is unpredictable, and anything can happen. One thing's for sure, though, the drama in boxing is far from over, and we'll be here to bring you all the twists and turns as they unfold. In summary, the confrontation between Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney during a live television broadcast following the Golden Boy show was a shocking and unexpected incident that rocked the boxing world. The tension, emotions, and drama that unfolded were emblematic of the passion and rivalries that define professional boxing. The incident, while widely reported by trusted sources within the boxing community, remains unconfirmed, leaving room for questions about its potential implications for the sport. As the boxing community grapples with this unexpected turn of events, one thing is certain: the drama in boxing is not confined to the ring, and the story of Hopkins and Haney is far from over. Boxing fans and insiders alike will undoubtedly stay tuned for further developments as the sport's soap opera continues to captivate and surprise. Now that we've unraveled the full story, it's clear that while the boxing world can be a whirlwind of emotions, drama, and high-stakes negotiations, it's also a place where rumors and speculation can often overshadow the facts. In this case, the incident involving Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney turned out to be less physical and more about words flying around. So, keep that in mind as you follow the ever-evolving drama in the world of boxing. The sport is a lot like life, full of surprises, unexpected turns, and yes, a fair share of drama. Until the next twist drops, stay tuned and peace out.